Put this down right here. Hello. Me and Sparky. Hey Sparky, where you at, buddy? Me and Sparky, this is our first night alone. Here's my flashlight right here. This is our first night alone without Margaret. Right? I want to dedicate this video to Margaret, right? And I want to tell her that I appreciate her and that I love her very much. And that we are definitely missing you, Margaret. Right? Sparky is, pretty much had a little bit of fun today. Come here, Bubby. Come here. Sparky, come here. Come here. Come here, Bubby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me get him. Come here, Sparky. Come on, Bubby. I know, you don't like the light. I don't like it either. Here we go. Come on, sit still. See, this is Sparky. This is our dog. 4-year-old Chihuahua. You guys know him. You know what I'm saying? He's terrified right now of the light. But he's also pretty scared because he doesn't know where Margaret is. Right? Right about now, Margaret should be getting pretty close to Pueblo, Colorado. That's where she is. But anyways, I just wanted, we're not doing very well. Right? We're alone. We're in the house, that has no power, right? Our friend, apparently, he's out for himself. But, at this point it's okay. That brought me around to thinking. You want to get down, Bubby? Here we go. All right, get down. It got me to thinking here. I don't know if I'm in the frame or not, but it got me to thinking about stuff. I'm always thinking about stuff. You guys know this, And I was sitting here yesterday making a bunch of interview capsules for my brain, right? And it dawned on me that sometimes relationships are way stronger on underneath than people realize that they are. And we're always fighting and scratching and clawing to keep a hold of what it is, not realizing that if you have a real bond with your partner, that you don't have to worry about that. Yes, I'm lonely. Yes, I'm missing Margaret. Yes, I'm a little bit afraid of what might potentially could happen here, since basically now me and Sparky are squatting this house. But I talked to Margaret today for a few minutes on the telephone, and she sounded very solid. She's even though she's sick right now, she's not feeling it. She knows that where she's headed towards is a better thing for not only her, but for me too, for us, as our little family unit with Sparky, and I don't question Margaret's loyalty to me. I don't question her love for me. I don't. She's proven this to me over and over and over repeatedly throughout the 4 years that we've been together, that she loves me dearly. And I love her dearly. That's not the question here. Because I'm not questioning anything. What I'm talking about is the strength of the bond that people had that they don't realize that's there. Holy cow! Look! Margaret left me her Kangol today. Right, because we found her vape pen that had been packed away and it actually started working again. So she's like, "Here, I'll take the vape pen. You can keep the Kangol." And I'm like, wow. That was a huge thing. In my eyes, it was, because this thing is valuable, it's powerful, and this is the tool that helped Margaret to quit smoking, even though she's struggling with it, but she's pretty much quit smoking. So today, yesterday I accepted this gift as a huge thing, and then today we're riding along, me and Sparky are in riding along on Blue, and it accidentally fell, and it tripped, and it banged, it hit the ground, and I was like, I was destroyed. And I turned around and looked back, I figured it was going to be shattered into many pieces, but look, the only thing that happened to it was that there was a little tiny bit of the plastic around the top of the battery got peeled off, So, he even started charging it. So when I got to the library, I finished charging it up, and here we are. Vaping away, babe. You can hear Sparky down there. And another thing that I was thinking about was, I know, I'm just rambling on and on and on in this video. It's because I'm feeling anxious. I've spoken a lot about spirituality and stuff on my channel, and some specific videos, but I've always presented myself as a stoic, one of those lockjawed guys, that faces reality no matter what it is. I walk in God's truth just as well as I speak it. right? But for me, this is an emotional time, and I'm very much an emotional person, and spirituality plays into that, because for a lot of us, we really truly don't have any idea of what it is that we believe. We just know that we believe something, and it's more powerful than we are, right? And so we walk through life believing then though that everything is going to be okay, but then when you reach a situation where you truly don't know if everything's going to be okay, you know what I'm saying? And then you start having these anxious feelings and you don't know how to deal with them, and right? Well, what do? Well, I mean, my solution here is to turn the camera on and shine this bright little ass light in my face and talk to myself. But I know I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys out there. You know, I mean, I've had a few comments in some of my spiritual videos about people, you know, asking this and saying that, and I've gotten a few private messages, you know, and I've tried my best to be as honest and as forthright as I could, because I, like I said before, I walk what it is I believe. But the people around you and your relationships and your partner, do you truly believe enough in them? That's the question. I mean, I believe absolutely in Margaret. I know what Margaret's capable of doing. And I know that once she sets her mind to doing it, it's going to get done. Right? All I have to do is just endure, you know, just live through the rest of it, and it'll be fine. Right? Okay, for me and Sparky, it's the first day proven to be, aside from the whole food and eating issue, the first day has proven to us that we can do this. Sparky knows. Sparky's a fur person in there. He's just as much a 9 or a 10-year-old child as anybody else, right? Because he is that intelligent and he is that smart. He's over there sitting on the couch looking at me. He is that smart, and he knows. He understands. He knows enough to know that Margaret is not here, and he doesn't understand why, just like I do. And he knows that I don't understand a lot of what's happening to us right now, but he knows that I'm going to persevere through it. So I believe that Margaret is going to do the right thing, because she said she would. She promised us. Does it sound like that coming out of me? Does it just sound like that in my voice? It doesn't, does it? It sounds like I'm afraid. Well, I am. Because I've been through this whole homeless thing a few times. It's not very fun, you know what I'm saying? It's extremely difficult for one person, let alone somebody with a dog, because I'm not going to stoop to the level of some of these people and use my dog as a ticket for me to get whatever I want. I'm not going to. I promised Margaret that I wouldn't. I promised Sparky that I wouldn't. I promised myself that I wouldn't. You know, so that in and of itself proves that, you know, what I've been saying about all the human drama, that people are capable of doing whatever it is they are, that they need to do to survive. But then, on the other hand, some of us aren't. Some of us have integrity. Some of us have, you know, a little bit of that verb, you know what I'm saying, that they talk about. And we won't. Right? We refuse. I refuse. I mean, my friend is somewhere. It's out there running around in the grand world, you know what I'm saying, playing his part in the grand scheme of all this stuff, right? Because he thinks that he can still save whatever it is that he has. Well, you know, there's a lot of stuff here worth saving. I mean, I'm looking at a $3,000 ECR, Surly ECR bicycle right here in the dark that I know is there. You know, there's all kinds of stuff here that's worth saving. But, I mean, his emotions have taken off with him. And I don't know if he knows what he's doing anymore. Is this video making any sense to any of you out there? I mean, I've gotten to the point now where I'm blogging about my own life because I'm at a standstill with everything else that I'm doing because of this situation, right? So I don't know what to do anymore. I got up this morning, Sparky went to the library. We already talked about that. Right, we came back, we ate, we walked up and down a couple of times. I tried to keep the routine for Sparky as normal as I can be. Yes, I have. But Sparky knows something's wrong. He knows something's different. He does. And he doesn't know why. Right? And it's not the same for me. I mean, he loved riding in the basket today. But I mean, we went all over. I pedaled all over. But I got to fix my dang seat. Right? If I don't fix my seat soon, I'm not going to be riding my bike. And then that's really going to be messed up. And then, you know, what are we going to do then? Right? So I'm using this video right here to talk out my anxiety. Oh, somebody's here. To talk out my anxiety and to try to get a level keel on it here, by explaining a little bit. And I know I'm rambling, and I know this video is probably gonna, people are gonna look at me and they're gonna say, "Oh man, finally cracked." I didn't. This is my mechanism. I've tried in these videos all along to show you guys out there new to that. You know what I'm saying? That there is a mechanism that you can use, that you can talk out your anxiety, you can talk out your fear, you can talk out your aggression and your anger. And you don't necessarily have to talk it out with somebody else. You can talk it out with the computer. Look, I talk it out with the camera. Right? There is a mechanism in place that helps you figure out who you are and how to deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because we spend all of this time trying to figure out everybody else and how to deal with them. We never do anything with ourselves. Mr. Einstein, they have that famous quote of what Mr. Einstein said about insanity, saying the definition of true insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting a different outcome every time. That's you can understand that at its base principle, but you could take it even farther, because insanity is a very fine line. Look, even Goofy, a little goofed up today, because I'm sitting here with all these notes right here, all this stuff that I need to do, that I wrote down that I was going to do while Margaret was gone, and did I do any of it? Yeah, I succeeded in breaking my laptop. For some unknown reason now, the UDEV on my laptop won't recognize my camera, and I'm stuck, and I don't know how to fix. I don't know how to fix that. If you watch this video deep enough into here to where you get to this point, please, and you know something about Linux and programming, tell me what's wrong with the UDEV so that I can fix my camera. There you go. Woo-hoo. Anyways, this one's getting a little long, so I'm going to stop it and probably make another one. Please subscribe to my channel if you think I'm crazy enough. Thank you. Oh, don't stop.